April goes out with a whimper, and oil has reached the top. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. It's Bubba's Daily Update, and well, April did close on a positive for the month, but it went out with certainly a whimper. I wouldn't take a lot from today's action. It was light volume. Volatility was okay, but there was some obviously geopolitical events that were driving traders in a very quiet market. I think without the geopolitical news, the markets probably would have been a little bit higher because they were very dull, and dull markets very rarely go lower. But that was the way we went. We stayed within that downtrend that we've been watching. So again, we're still calling for a test of the February 6th and 9th lows before we'd see any kind of real rally. But there are rallies that show up, and they don't announce themselves. And of course, coming into the first of the month, you might see a rally tomorrow. You might see one on the Fed. You might see one on the jobs. But as long as it doesn't violate that downtrend, we're going to continue to be sellers looking for opportunities. And I think that's where the money's going to be made right now. Of course, if you're an investor, money is made just by holding and letting your portfolio compound. In the meantime, we had Benjamin Netanyahu on today talking about what Iran was doing, and of course that created a lot of scuttlebutt in oil, and oil was down about 80 cents, went up over $1, only to close back towards the unchanged line. We think that is the final blow up, and the top of oil is now in, and that's the way I'm playing it, and I am short oil, so full disclosure. But when we look at the overall picture, the Russell got clobbered today. A little bit unusual based on what was going on. NASDAQ was under pressure all day. So we're really seeing the markets that really want to go lower. I know that, there's people who say, well, we're going up, and we may go up. Again, listen, we know the markets go up 8% or year over year. They just don't go up every year. So from a trader's perspective, I'm going to play the market to the short side. That's all. But from an investor, I'm staying in with my long positions. I have never gotten out of them, and I will continue to hold. But I will hedge them, of course, as well. Bonds were up a little bit. No surprise. We said that we would expect a bounce from oil, and of course we got that. Gold was down much heavier, came back a little bit, still closed down on the day. I think that bounce off of 1310, 1315 was pretty huge. But again, I think that gold might be in a little bit of trouble here. Longer term, we're bullish gold, but in the short term, I would not be surprised to see it print down in the 1200s, 1280, 1290. We'll see how it plays. Again, we're in that consolidation. We haven't violated the downside yet, so we could see it turn back up to 1330, 1340, maybe even 1360. But in the meantime, for now, I would be a seller of rallies instead of a buyer of gold until we see an opportunity and where we're looking for it's going to break out. Silver's kind of in the same mess, but silver is just a little bit stronger than gold. But the overall markets look kind of weak. Now, the grains were very strong today, with the exception of soybeans were much higher, closed lower. Corn was higher, closed up, but not up anywhere near it was. Wheat remained strong as we thought, but we would look for a pullback in the grains pretty much across the board. Again, we're very bullish and are looking for a potential big market to show up here. But in the short term, we would expect to see some profit taking and a shakeout of the weak hands. So that's what we would look for here. The meats, exactly as we wrote in our weekly write-up, we're going to be weak today, and they were. The cattle was down about $2, and hogs were higher. So everything kind of matched as we anticipated based on the chart patterns. Again, these are all short-term views of a longer-term market, and that's what we're looking for. We look for the meats to be much higher. We look for hogs to go much higher. I think the lows are in there. So we look for a lot of that to happen. And of course, Bitcoin rallied again. Surprise, surprise. We're going to continue to go higher here. And I think you want to look at some of the opportunities. Look, don't ever put a lot of money into it, but there are some opportunities out there. There are some new cryptos coming out. So again, keep an eye on things. It's a good investment class with a small amount of money. You'd never take a big percentage and invest there, but certainly if you want to participate, it certainly seems to be the right space, and there seems to be a lot of good things happening in there. We've got the Fed meeting starting tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. So 2 o'clock Wednesday, there'll be some fireworks. There'll be 3 moves. We'll discuss it tomorrow. You've got the jobs on Friday. That can create some excitement, and we'll see if anything leaks out ahead of time, plus the fact of some of this geopolitical action. So there's a lot of things going on, but the markets had really no volume, so there's nothing to really get excited about. Remember the old adage, sell in May and go away? Well, we don't believe in that, but that's what you might start seeing after the first of the month. Again, I would expect to see some buying coming in the next couple of days. The first of the month, get some of these portfolios squared up. But overall, we're looking for spots to sell. We will sell the rallies until the downtrend is broken. And just on a side note and like a little commentary on Bubba's Daily Update, that Michelle Wolf is a moron and has a lot of stones to even talk about another woman or another person, but let alone another woman. I just thought it was in poor taste. I thought it was ridiculous, and I hope she gets banned, but of course we know that she won't because that's the side that she's on. But in the meantime, I thought she was tasteless and moronic. In the meantime, this is Bubba's Daily Update. Don't forget about my high school investing program, highschoolinvesting.com. If you'd like to help us out, we could sure use the help to help promote and continue to teach youth how to be financially literate. All you have to do is go to Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And of course, don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day from 4 to 5 Eastern at libertytalk.fm. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Bubba's Daily Update. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.